Welcome to the Captain's Corner, everyone. Today is our favorite day of the week because we are here to chat with you. And the Captain's Corner is your place to get informed about first steps to recovery and also how we help to create healthy and safe communities at the harbor. So during our live episodes, you can ask questions and we also share inside views and stories. And today the captain is on shore leave, but I have a special guest today. And I'm super excited.
Sorry.
And her name is Sandy Hardy, and Sandy is one of the heroes behind the scenes at the harbor. Hi, Sandy.
Hi, everybody.
So, Sandy, can you briefly tell our listeners today what you do at the harbor?
Well, I've been here. I'm the operations assistant, so I've been here about just over 15 years now, and I kind of look after everything. I order supplies, but my main job is looking after donations. So I kind of regulate the donations, what we're going to take, where it's going to go, and people can contact me. We set up times for donations and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yes. And donations is such an important part at the harbor. Just last week, we got, you sent me a message saying, Kirsten, we are almost out of everything. And that, so I remember before Christmas, we had a lot and we couldn't take more. And then suddenly, like, the shelves were empty. And and then we put out the call, and I think within 24 hours, and this is, I think, is so amazing in our community. The post was shared. I looked today, and I looked so over 600 times, and
it's
did
incredible. It's incredible. Yeah.
So did you tell me? Did you get what did you get any donations?
We got tons of stuff just in the first couple of days, and that was only for a few drop offs so far, right? We oh my God, we filled our boot room and just got really good stuff. Some really lots of toiletries that we needed, new underwear, socks, just some really incredible stuff. Yeah, it's awesome. It's really awesome. And I've been getting calls all day. All day yesterday I got calls. So I've got people dropping off all weekend, next week, and it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So can you tell me, because, or share, how do you organize all of this? Like, people come, they drop off, and you just said it's going in the boot room. Is there even enough room for that? And where does this all,
it's
how do you
kind of
organize
flowing
it?
out of the boot room today. But
Yeah.
what I do is I'll grab a handful of bags, I bring them back to my office, and I sort through them, and I just figure out, what's going to the shelter. Because the majority of our donations do go to the shelter because they definitely deal with more people over there, right? So a lot of the stuff goes over there. We keep some stuff for detox here. Our outreach and diversion team also carry a few things so they can, for people on the streets that they might need pair of socks or, a clean shirt or something. So they carry extras as well. And anything over abundance that I have, like I'll send stuff to the Amethyst House or any other organizations that might need a few things, right? Other than that, what's a lot of it will sit on my shelves in my room until somebody else needs it. Until maybe shelter needs more stuff, or so then it will be sent over there. And
Yeah. And so I think it's pretty cool that we work with other organizations too and help them. I didn't know that the outreach team is also carrying stuff. I think, which totally makes sense, because if you're out and about and you see someone that needs help, so this is pretty amazing. So how big is, like you said, office, and I visited you in your office, but guys, this doesn't look like an office, like, because it's full of there's shelves everywhere. And how do you organize, like, I know, like, let's say you get all those pens, like, do you organize them by size or by, how do you
everything's organized by sizes and men's, ladies stuff. Like, I got about 6 plastic shelves in there, five shelves to each unit, right? So I've got everything labeled. Ladies t-shirts there, long sleeve shirts there, sweaters there, men's jeans, lycra tights. It's like a little it's like a little thrift store almost in there, right? That's the way I've got it organized. And
Yeah.
everything's sized. So if somebody calls me and says, look, we need size 30 jeans, and then I can look right over there and say, oh, I'm sorry, I got none that size or whatever, right?
Mhm.
And I like to keep it organized as much as possible. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
important. So is there anything like when people donate, like is there like a typical, because I remember when I visited you in your office, like you had there were just like some donations that were coming in. So are there like, and some were already like put together in little bags, like is there, and you said, well, like is there a way that people should or not should like should they put maybe things together, or like what is the best way to
Well,
do
the
that?
toiletries, I know, and at Christmas time when they do little bags of toiletries, most of the time that's pretty good because, we give out little packages to everybody at Christmas. But the majority of the time, I just break those up and I just put them in individually, like toothbrushes together, deodorants together and stuff. It's just because when somebody comes and asks for some deodorant and you give them a bag of stuff, sometimes not all that stuff gets used, and we just certainly don't want it just getting thrown out or so it's just
Mhm.
better sometimes to just have them separate,
Yeah.
right?
And
Yeah.
is it better, like how do, like let's say we have toothpaste, like is it better to have small sizes, or like do they carry like eat, like I'm just imagining like we have like several people in the shelter, for example, do they all carry their own toothpaste, or do they just use it once and put it away? Like is it better to have
Yeah.
bigger portions or smaller, or what is
Well,
best?
some of the some of the dentists will donate us some toothbrushes, and they give us the little tiny boxes of toothpaste, which is really awesome. Those work well, especially in the detox where the people are staying here a little longer, or even at the shelter, right? They're more apt to hang on to a small box of toothpaste than a great big one. But what we do is we have little portion cups. So we'll just put a little dab of toothpaste into portion cups. And so if somebody wants, some toothpaste, we'll just give them the portion cup. So at least if they, it's a one time, maybe 2-time use, right? So then if
Yeah.
they throw it away, at least it's not wasting the whole tube, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, so when people, we often get the question of like, can it be used, or does it have to be new? Like what is there like a standard that we have?
Are you talking clothing or
Yeah, clothing. Mm-hmm.
No, we'll take new used as long as it's, in fairly decent shape. I mean, it's gently used, preferably no tears, unless, of course, that's the way the outfit's supposed to look, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes they like them, those knees out on the jeans. But yeah, as long as they're not stained up and in rough shape, then you bet
Mm-hmm.
we'll use everything, right? Same with
Yeah.
socks, and underwear, whatever, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what are some items that you always need?
I have a list of those.
Okay.
Do
you want to share with us?
So basically, lots of the stuff that was on our website there, we use on a constant basis, right? And then it's always extra things like things people don't think of. Like in the summer, we really could use sunscreen, right? Because these guys are out in the sun all the time. And ball caps is another good thing. Yeah, just odds and ends of stuff like that, like toiletries, nail clippers, body washes, conditioner is something that goes fast. Right now we have an overabundance of toothpaste actually, and shampoo. So those we really don't need at this time, but everything else is always needed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I say, everything you had on the web is kind of what we use on a regular basis. I mean, I can give you that list if you want it.
We can put it in the comments maybe when we are done with our record, with our live.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So is there so with do people have the option like to wash in the shelter? Like is there a washing machine? So can people like come and just
No.
Yeah.
No, so what I've been doing is collecting water balls, and people do donate us bottles of laundry soap.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is fill up some water balls with laundry soap, and send them to the shelter, because there is a laundromat that's only a couple blocks away from us here. So, you know, people could go there and do their own laundry. They only have 2 washers at the shelter, so because of all the blankets and stuff and towels that they're washing, they just don't have time to do clients' laundry as well, eh?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
And so is there, so we talked about what people can donate, and oftentimes I get a question like, where do we drop this stuff off? Like, is there, like, what is the best way to get to the harbor? Can people donate 24/7, or what is the best way?
Okay, so our address here is 5246 53rd Avenue. And because of COVID, reception still is closed. So you just need to come into the north parking lot. The middle door that says Matt's Entrance above it, there's the ramp that goes up to that. And there is a buzzer at that door. So yeah, you could pretty much donate anytime. Except after 8 o'clock at night, there's only one person on. So it might be better to do it before 8, right? Yeah, we're not taking donations, like drop-off donations at the shelter, just because there's nobody that works in the back, and it's just too busy over there for them to worry about having somebody over there, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, just bring them to the shelter here, and then I organize it all, and I'll get it over to the shelter. That's the best bet.
Yeah.
They can also call the 403-347-0181 number, and press number 1, that's detox, and you can just talk to somebody there and let them know that you're going to bring some donations by, or you could just leave a message, just dial through and just leave a message, and I'll get that message, and then I'll call you back, and I can give you my cell number. I'm here Monday to Friday from about 9:30 till 4:15 or so. So yeah, that works too.
Awesome. Thank you, Sandy. Is there any, I don't know, any interesting stories that you experienced that you can share within like your your time at the harbor?
So we have some of the donations we have received here. We could have an incredible fashion show. We've had some very vintage clothing come in. You know, different like just incredible 70s dresses, and you know, we could have really done a lot of it. It's too, I always thought Safe Harbor should have our own little thrift store, right? And we could sell some vintage clothing and stuff like that, eh? Yeah, so it's pretty interesting what people will donate. So I just want to add to that, some things that we don't want to is the ball gowns, the grad outfits, you know, the men's suits and that. I mean, it's great to have them, but we just don't have room to keep them. And so what I'll do with that stuff actually is I send it on to Victory Church in Oriole Park, and they have a free clothing zone up there. Wednesdays and Thursdays from 1 to 4. So, and I mean, any donations that we're not keeping or I'm not moving on, I send to Victory Church as well. Just because then if somebody needs something, they can always go to the church and get it. Anybody can go up there and get clothing, which I really like. You know, it's free. If you need something, just go up and help yourself, kind of stuff, right?
Awesome. Yeah, I didn't know. I have to check that out. So nothing that is too fancy to wear every day.
Yeah, as long as it's like age appropriate and, you know, comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, because some of these people are, you know, they're out there and they just want to be comfortable and you know, and look good too, of course, but you know, have clean clothes, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like shoes and socks. I was going to talk about socks. A lot of places do sock drives for us, right? And socks are something that's needed daily. Like we go through so many socks here. But if you think about these people in their shoes all day, walking around, and you know, your feet, especially in this weather, you know, your feet get wet, get cold. Some people get frostbite on their feet, you know. So it's always nice to give them like fresh socks. It's good to have shoes too. Shoes are another thing we really never have enough of, right? And some of the stuff that they're wearing on their feet is pretty sad.
Yeah.
I've seen them duct taped together and yeah.
So with shoes, is it more like runners or like comfy shoes, I guess, that you wear
comfy
outdoors?
shoes. no steel-toed boots, because those are hard to be walking in all day. No men's dress shoes or high heels. Like, we don't. Yeah, you want some good running shoes, some good comfortable shoes that you can be walking in, right?
Yeah. So basically, guys, I guess imagine yourself you're going on a backpack trip for a week. So what you would wear then in terms of shoes or clothing, that's what you bring.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're not up there wearing high heels or, Sunday best shoes. You don't want those. Yeah.
Awesome. Sandy, thank you so much. Is there anything else you would love to add today?
I think I pretty much got it. I just want to say thanks to everybody that's been there and been shining their light on Safe Harbor for years. You guys rock. We could not do this without you. Like, those donations are so important to us. We couldn't do it without you guys, because it just doesn't work without you guys. So just thank you very much for all you guys have given us. We certainly appreciate it, and look forward to keep on dealing with you guys, or help, getting you guys there. And we love you all. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So true, Sandy. So thank you everyone for joining in today, and also for your continuous support. We really, really appreciate it. And as Sandy said, like, we could not do this without you. Like, our shelter, our donations empty a couple days ago, and you guys have been so generous. So thank you.
Incredible.
Awesome. So I will end the session for today. Sandy, thank you very much. You are one of the heroes behind the scenes.
Thank you. See you later.
See you later. And so in case for everyone listening today, if you don't follow us yet on Facebook, please hit the follow button. And we also have a YouTube channel where we upload our videos once we are done. And we will see each other next week. Thanks so much.